you've done for me. Who brings our chaos back into order? Who makes the orphan a son and daughter? The King of glory, the King of glory, who rules the nations with truth and justice, shines like the sun in all of its brilliance. The King of glory, the King above all kings. Oh, this is amazing grace. This is unfailing love. That you would take my place, that you would bear my cross, you'd lay down your life, that I would be set free. Oh, Jesus, I sing for all that you've done for me. Worthy is the Lamb who was slain. Worthy is the King who conquered the grave. Worthy is the Lamb who was slain. Worthy is the King who conquered the grave. Worthy is the Lamb who was slain. Worthy is the King who conquered the grave. Worthy is the Lamb who was slain. Worthy, worthy, worthy. Oh, this is amazing grace. This is unfailing love. That you would take my place, that you would bear my cross, you'd lay down your life, that I would be set free. Oh, Jesus, I sing for all that you've done for me. All that you've done for me.
I do want to welcome all the guests with us tonight. Thank you so much for being with us, and we hope to see you again. And I'm the type of guy that everybody's my friend. So if you see me and I wave to you like I know you, that's just how I am. So I kind of treat everybody that way, and I just think it's, you know, how we are to be with people we don't know is love everybody. Amen. And so welcome. You are my friend. So I want you to be my friend too. So if you don't know me, come and shake my hand and get to know me, and it'll be good. I was thinking about Christmas about 6 months ago, and a lot of this ideas and songs. I would get songs and ask people to participate, and and you don't know how it's all going to work out, and then it's like God just puts it all together. And then my wife explains these wood things, and then she asks me to help, and I'm thinking, candles 8 feet up in the air, the place is going to burn down. So we get Sam, and Sam comes, and he's like, sure. If I would have helped, there would have been a fire. There would have been bad things. It wouldn't have been good because my wife makes the wood stuff. I don't touch it. I'm not very good at that stuff. But how many know this time of year, Christmas, can mean so much to so many people? In our world, and how many know our world's a little different this year than last? I don't know, for me, it's just like, I want Christmas to mean something. I want something different this year. I want, Christmas to be special. So the gifts that I bought and the things, I put thought into them because it's like I don't just want to give somebody, a gift card. I don't want to just give somebody. I want to put thought into it. I think Christmas has turned into something that it was never designed to be. And, you think of Christmas in the past and what, it might have been when you were a kid and really, the things that you think back of it is Christmas. Man, today's different. I had to go to Walmart today. Yeah. We have cookies afterwards, and Sherry knows that she doesn't want to go to Walmart, so she sends me to Walmart. That's not the place to be. There are lines getting in, lines getting out, lines all over the place. And how many know people in Walmart are just weird people anyway? I mean, honestly. Oh, I saw a couple of you guys there. But, yeah, I mean, it's just not the highest quality of people. And, I mean, that's Port Orchard. That's me. That's Port Orchard. But, it's just, but you're just walking around and you have carts full of toys and important gifts that in 6 months are going to be at Goodwill for twice as much. Have you noticed that Goodwill prices are like skyrocket? I don't know. I used to be able to get like a shirt for like 99 cents. No, not anymore. Now they're $6. I don't know what that is, but how many know that the things that you buy for your kids are just going to be gone? They're not appreciated. And what really matters at Christmas? See, I think it's what you make it. I was talking to my favorite little girl in the world, Jada, and she was asking her mom, what does Christmas mean? And I was like, well, I think I know. So I told them something, and sometimes, being a pastor, I just like to act smart, so I can just make something up, and it's like, oh, yeah, that sounds good, and something I read once or something. I looked it up. I was way off. It actually, I kind of knew the roots of it a little bit, so intertwined in my explanation, I dabbled in the truth a little bit. I kind of touched the truth of the story a little bit. But what it means, Jada, is it's Christomas. It actually was a Catholic term, and it meant the Messiah. It meant, the chosen one that everybody had been waiting for. It was about Jesus, but it was Mass. It was celebrated at Mass, and then it, kind of was a pagan holiday and all this stuff. But how many know you can put a name on Christmas and make it whatever you want, but I want to put Jesus right in the smack middle and kiss it and make it awesome. I want to make it about Jesus. You can know the definition. You can know all that stuff. I want it to be about Jesus. But how many know it can be about everything else? It can be about Santa. Santa's a hard one. Santa's almost as hard to believe in as it is to believe in God. You ever figure that out? Santa's kind of a whole weird thing. And honestly, if I was a kid, I'd be scared. Because listen how Santa is explained. You better watch out. What is that? Better not shout. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Well, why? Why, Santa? I think you're a little kid. Because I'm coming to town. I'm coming down your chimney. So you better be good, for goodness sake. You mean you're coming into my house while I'm sleeping? And what if I've been bad? And I'm thinking it should be bad. And for goodness sake. See, I think for some people, you make important things not that important. See, it takes a lot of faith to believe in Jesus. takes a lot of faith to put your trust in God, your life in God. See, I remember what it was like going to the mall and getting my picture with Santa. Who did that as a kid? Got their picture. Now, I knew who Santa really was because in my pictures, and you can still go back, Santa was missing a finger. JCPenney's. Yep, Santa was missing a finger. So in all his pictures, that white glove only had 4 fingers. Every year that I knew Santa, and I went back, I looked at some pictures, and I went back, and it was really weird, because one year, Santa grew a finger. It was odd, but it was good. See, we have these traditions, and we have these things that really enter into our family, enter into, our tradition, and that's what we've kind of been talking about for the last few weeks is our traditions and how we should, invite Jesus into the tradition of Christmas, into our lives, and into how we treat people. And the last tradition that I want to talk about is the tradition of love, because that's really what it's all about. If you look at the Bible and you see what the whole Bible is about, how many of you know it's a love story from God? It's how much God loved us and how much He entered into our lives, and He wanted us to know that, man, the creator of the world, the creator of everything loves you so much that He sent His Son to come, to be born just like you, just like me. And that picture of Jesus coming into the womb, wasn't that awesome? Did you guys watch that video? And then he gets pregnant, she gets pregnant, and then runs to Elizabeth. And it's like, for some reason, that impacted me when I first saw that video. I was like, wow, yeah. That's when it all started for Mary. That's when it got real. It's when she was like, okay. Sometimes when God tells you something, you're like, okay. But then it makes it real when it's like, okay, now that is forming in me. And then she goes and tells Elizabeth and goes and gives birth to God, gives birth to Jesus. And really what Jesus is love. Jesus is the light of the world. Jesus isn't what, you make Him and that you want to, come to church on Christmas and come to church on Easter or come to church when you need Him. I want to tell you, He's unchanging. He's always loved you. You've always been His favorite. You've always been that one that He's been wanting to have relationship since you were in your mom's womb. Not since you were little, but since you were even a thought in your mom and dad's eye. See, He had a plan and a destiny for you. See, the light that He is, when you have a relationship with Jesus, man, that light enters into you and you become the light in this world. You become the light. And that's just like everyone hold up your little glow stick in this place. Oh, lift it up. See, that's what Jesus does. Everybody, Jada, where's your light? I told a cool story about you. Lift up your light. There we go. See, you got your light. Now, when Jesus comes into you, we all have our light. We all go share. We all go tell somebody. We all go and do exactly what Jesus did. We go and love. We go and share. But what happens when you hide that light? What happens when you take scissors to that light and spread it on? Don't do that. Don't do that. That's not good. See, it's contagious. That light, when it gets in you and you get excited about something bigger than yourself, you get excited about the creator of the world, how many of you know that light can change from you, exchange to somebody else, can go to somebody else, and it can change your world. But how many know it starts with one? See, we often have big dreams to go and to change the world, but it starts with just one. Find the one. It might be a neighbor. It might be a homeless person that you see walking down the road. It might be your granddaughter. It might be somebody you haven't seen in a long time. Let's start with one. Let's love one. Because today, we're probably not going to reach 1,000, but we could reach one. Amen.